Welcome back to Wheel Reverend. The 2025 Triumph Daytona 660 is one of those bikes that makes you stop and stare, not just because it's a Triumph, but because of how well it captures the spirit of a sports machine designed for real-world riders. It's not pretending to be an all-out supersport racer, yet it carries that sharp, athletic DNA the Daytona name has always represented. This time around, Triumph has gone for something more balanced, more approachable, and definitely more usable, while still giving you the thrill of a proper triple-cylinder engine. When you first walk up to it, you instantly notice the proportions. The fairing is sleek and aerodynamic, the lines are taut, and the LED lighting gives it a modern, confident look. It feels compact but muscular, like it's always ready to leap forward. Triumph's designers have gone for a more road-friendly stance compared to the older Daytona 675. You're still leaning forward slightly, clip-ons are mounted below the top yoke, but the position doesn't punish your wrists or back. It's sporty, yes, but you could comfortably do a city commute or a 2-hour twisty road session without taking. Underneath that fairing is the real star of the show, the 660cc inline 3-cylinder engine. This power plant is tuned to deliver the best of both worlds at the smoothness of an inline-4 and the low-end punch of a twin. The result is an output of about 95 horsepower at 11,250 revolutions per minute and 69 Nm of torque at 8,250 revolutions per minute. That might not sound massive in an age of 200 horsepower superbikes, but for a middleweight road sport bike, it's spot on. The throttle response is sharp, but not snatchy, and the mid-range drive is addictive. Roll on the gas in third gear and you get that lovely Triumph growl that turns into a howl as you climb the revs. It's the kind of sound that makes you want to keep riding just to hear it again. The gearbox is slick and precise, and Triumph offers an optional quick shifter if you want to take things up a notch. There are 3 riding modes: A road, rain, and sport, and they tweak the throttle response and traction control to suit the conditions. For city commutes, road mode is smooth and predictable, while sport mode sharpens everything and lets the triple show off its playful character. Rain mode dials things down for confidence when traction is low. Braking is handled by twin 310mm front discs with 4-piston radial calipers and a 220mm rear disc, both assisted by ABS. The feel at the lever is strong and progressive, giving you confidence even when you're braking hard into corners. The suspension setup uses Showa 41mm separate function big piston forks up front and a Showa monoshock at the rear. It's not fully adjustable, but it's well tuned for both sporty riding and day-to-day comfort. On uneven roads, it soaks up bumps without feeling vague, and on smoother tarmac it stays composed and precise. The chassis itself is a steel perimeter frame that keeps the handling predictable and stable. With a wet weight of around 201 kilograms, the bike feels light and easy to flick from side to side. The wheelbase and geometry give it a planted feel through fast corners, while still letting you make quick direction changes. Whether you're leaning through long sweepers or dodging traffic in town, the Daytona 660 feels intuitive. The 17-inch wheels come with sport tires sized 120/70 front and 180/55 rear, giving a good balance between agility and grip. Triumph has clearly engineered the whole package to work for a range of riders, from those moving up from smaller bikes to those wanting something sharp without going full superbike. When it comes to technology, the Daytona 660 hits the sweet spot between analog feel and digital functionality. The cockpit features a color TFT display with clear readouts for speed, revs, riding mode, gear position, and fuel. There's optional Bluetooth connectivity through Triumph's My Triumph system, allowing navigation, phone control, and music integration. The interface is simple and easy to read, even in bright sunlight. Aesthetically, the bike is a beauty. Triumph knows how to make motorcycles that feel premium, and the Daytona 660 is no exception. The detailing is meticulous, from the sharp twin LED headlights and aerodynamic mirrors to the sculpted tank and underbelly exhaust. The color options, including carnival red with sapphire black and satin granite with satin jet black, look rich and modern. Even the little things, like the brushed metal finish around the controls and the shape of the tail section, show that Triumph didn't cut corners. In terms of comfort and ergonomics, the seat height sits at 810 mm, which should suit a wide range of riders. The seat itself is firm enough for sporty riding but not punishing on longer rides. The pegs are set slightly rearward, offering a natural, sporty stance without being extreme. For anyone used to a naked roadster, it'll feel slightly more aggressive. For those coming from full supersports, it'll feel surprisingly relaxed. One of the standout points about the Daytona 660 is its practicality. Triumph has ensured a generous service interval of 10,000 miles, meaning less time in the workshop and lower ownership costs. Add to that a 2-year unlimited mileage warranty, and you have peace of mind built in. The fuel economy is also reasonable for the class, hovering around 50 miles per gallon if you are not constantly revving it out. And then there's the price. Starting around $9,195 in the US, it lands in a sweet spot between the pure budget sport bikes and the premium supersports. For what it offers in performance, refinement, and style, that's a compelling figure. Of course, depending on your location and taxes, the final price will vary, but even with extras and accessories, it stays competitive against rivals like the Yamaha R7, Kawasaki ZX6R, and Honda CBR 650R. What truly makes the Daytona 660 unique is its balance. It isn't just about numbers or lap times. It's about the feel, that triple-cylinder pulse that makes every ride engaging, the smooth gearbox, the quality suspension that handles real roads, and the fact that you can have fun without fighting the bike. It's approachable for newer riders but still thrilling for experienced ones. The Daytona 660 carries Triumph's legacy of performance and design into a more accessible, modern form, and that's what makes it special. So, if you're after a middleweight sports bike that looks stunning, feels premium, and delivers the kind of sound and character only a Triumph can, the 2025 Daytona 660 deserves a serious look. It's proof that excitement doesn't have to come at the cost of comfort, and that a motorcycle can be both beautiful and practical. For riders who want something different from the usual Japanese twins and fours, this might just be the perfect choice.